Welcome, welcome, everybody. It's been a while. Welcome to the new year, 2026. I have Lisa
Yay!
with me and Mindy, and Cindy's on mute right now. She's doing a little sewing, then will come and join us for whatever else she's going to do today. Me and Lisa are gel printing. Mindy is doing cards, so
I
doing
did
some
jewelry
gel
cards.
cards. And then I am going to be doing some texture. I want to do some layers, and then I want to see if I can get it on large cardstock right here and see what I can do, and then cut out ATCs or journal cards out of that. This is colored on the back, so I may or I may not let it dry thoroughly on one side and then turn it over and see what I can do with this orange. Hi, Lisa Minglet. Welcome, welcome. What are you doing on, Lisa? You scared me. Well,
I
Lisa
scared
Minglet.
you. I just wanted to make sure I said hello at the beginning. I didn't want to get busy and not
Lisa
say
Minglet, she
anything.
better be on here.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm both places.
Nervous?
She's here.
Girl, she's here. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay. Oh, goodness. Let me see what color I want to start with today.
I'm gonna do some hot pink and
You
red and yellow and orange.
berry, fuchsia.
Look at that. Okay. And then pink and yellow.
I'm just going to use it on half because I don't want really.
And this stuff.
Yeah, just kind
This there. And then like a head and like
Listen, my brayer and my stencils are looking like yours, girl.
Are they dirty?
They're beyond dirty.
Well, that makes me feel good. It makes me happy.
Makes you happy. Well,
Yeah,
I
it
have
makes
come to
me
the
happy.
conclusion that these boogers, these stencils, work better when you're. Let me get this on here. Ah, let me wipe it off first. When they're dirty.
Okay, this one's just going to drop petals everywhere, so let's just do it.
Go for it.
there's
Hi,
that.
Teresa.
Because I just
Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi Teresa, how are you? Thanks for coming on, sweet pea.
Let me get this here. I'm going to wipe off these edges
Take this.
so I don't want them.
Ooh, that just smell. Oh, that thing stinks.
What? That flour?
The chrysanthemum that was falling apart smells bad.
Ooh, that's not
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So let's take this off. There. And let's go ahead and go on this other one.
Well,
I
at
don't
least the
know how
paper's
this
picking up the
cardstock's
petals.
going to work. Picking up this stencil, being as thick as it is. But let's see.
Where
Well, it did
is
pretty good. Picked it up real good.
Do the circle.
Pull that
And then
there.
do that.
Slip this over here.
I need some tissue paper out of here.
That.
Happy New Year, Teresa.
I'm ready for January. Where y'all? Are y'all ready for January? Are you ready for a new month? A new year? I'm ready to start?
January. Mindy, where you been?
What?
We're in January.
I know that. I'm saying, are you ready for the new month? Are you ready for it to be a new month? Are you ready for the new month?
I was ready.
For the new year?
I'm always ready for something new.
Do you have goals? Do you have resolutions? What's up?
Yeah. You know,
You're like, no.
I generally pick a word. That's one
That's
thing
what we
that
did too. I
I
did that
I do
too.
the
generally
same
pick a
thing.
word that will inspire me in some
I do
way.
the same
And
thing.
joy is one that I love to use. But this year, I want
Uh-huh.
to be more. My plans are to be more forward thinking is what I would like to do. So
That's
forward
interesting.
is my word.
That's
That's an
Um,
cool.
interesting word. Very unique. Very unique. I like that. My word is steadfast. God gave it to me a while back, and I was like, "Great idea, God." So, yeah, steadfast is my word. To be resolute, to be really sure, and to be really confident, and yeah, just steadfast. So, yep,
that is
Mine is obey.
that's a good word. That's a real good word. I
So
thought about using that word. When you said that, I was like, "Ooh, that's a good word."
I think it's important. I think it helps you focus, to help your focus throughout the
yeah.
year.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree.
Let me get over here on this. This way.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take this right there
Now, this.
and stuff. And that's going to come off this.
Where?
It's not good.
When I thought about
Yeah.
putting flowers on, I wasn't thinking about having to use
Pick them
forceps
off with
to
their
take
tweezers.
using forceps to take off the dead petals here.
Well, I would have thought it would come off that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I probably should have just thrown that one on out. I probably shouldn't have tried to use it. The daisies
Right.
are still intact, though. They appear to
That's
be,
good.
but that's
Look at
okay.
this one, you guys. Hey, check it out. Look. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
You see,
Yeah.
look at it. That one turned out really good. Those turned out really pretty. I'm just using
Nice.
cardstock. I cut down 3x4 and 4x6 cardstock, and I'm kind of just masking it off. And as soon as I do the whole card, the only thing is, if you do the whole card, you can't really write on it unless you write real boldly. So I'm kind of just like masking it off with squashy tape and doing sections of the card.
Like this.
If that makes sense.
Mindy,
And Lisa,
when
you're gonna
I'm
be
writing
proud of
in a
me, girl.
journal, I like to
Mm.
write in different patterns. I don't like to always just do a straight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do
Yeah.
diagonal, or I have been known to start in the center of the page and write
Yes.
in a circle for interest.
I do that sometimes. Yeah, I do that sometimes,
Yeah,
and that's
so
right. Looking at stuff. That's
you
really
can,
good.
if you're blocking off with the washi tape, you can definitely make yourself some really cool entry lines.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is a good point.
So
You
you've
could
got
do
art and
diagonal.
writable space, usable space for writing.
Yeah. Good tip.
Cindy's word
Good
is
tip.
surrender.
Oh, I love that. That's really nice. Surrender. I like that word. Okay. Go ahead and bring in. You will not stick to me. You will not stick to me.
Cindy, it's nice to see you sewing. I got my sewing machine back, and I was so blessed. I thought I'd burn it up, and this is the sewing machine that was my mother's. And I knew, I would never be able to replace it with anything as nice as what it was. And at first, they were saying it might take $1,000 to fix it.
Ooh,
Ooh.
goodness.
And there was a gentleman who used to work for the company Bernina, which is the brand of sewing machine, and he
Oh, wow.
retired. Well, for
Yeah.
$35, he rebuilt the part that was unavailable for me, and
Oh,
then
wow.
the local guy just kept my machine there, disassembled, and all they charged me was $80, and
That's
I just about
fantastic.
cried when I went to pick it up because I
You know what
could
that
not
is, don't you?
believe that
That's a
he.
blessing right there.
I mean, he reached out to the man and then sent me his address, and he said send him a check. Here's his name. I sent the man a check, never heard from him, and about 2 weeks later, my part was there. So I was extremely excited.
I would be
That
too.
I mean, I did never expected it to happen like that, and I kind of thought, well, I'm gonna bring it home, and I will keep it and let it collect dust. and I'm not going to get to use it anymore. So that was pretty exciting.
That's
Yeah.
awesome that you were able to find someone who could do that for you. That's so
Yeah,
cool that it
yeah.
was so affordable. You know what I mean? That's a
Well,
real
I had
blessing, I
taken.
guarantee you.
I know it just blew my mind.
So nice.
I haven't sewn with it yet, but I've got all this fabric sitting around, and I am going to start sewing it on pieces of notebook paper.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
I've seen people do it to make like a crazy quilt, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what I'm gonna do. Unless I may chat with Cindy and her mom for some direction because I've got a crazy quilt that was made by my grandmother
Oh,
for my
uh-huh.
mom and dad for their wedding when they got married,
Oh,
and I would like it to be similar to that, but I want to use fabrics that I got from my mom and from his mom. So I think that's the way I'm gonna do it. Of course, I'll
that's
end
a good
up
idea.
probably cutting those into squares because I don't know how well rectangles will piece together. I'm not
Okay,
real
let me tell
sure.
y'all, I cannot sew for the life of me. I can sew a button on, and that's about it. Honestly, I can do a hem, not really a hem, but like I'm horrible at sewing. I'm awful at it. I mean that and baking. I sound like a real housewife, don't I? But like, there's other things I'm good at cleaning, I'm good at organizing. But I'm just terrible at
Mm.
sewing. I'm just like, oh my goodness,
Let me see
like
that pull,
horrible
Lisa.
at, horrible
Well,
at.
See that
there's my
pull.
first pool right there.
That ain't bad, Lisa.
It's not bad. There was
Not
Let me
bad.
see it.
some rusty stuff on there.
It's
Oh, that's
okay.
pretty, Lisa.
You
I like
you
that.
taught me that was okay.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna hang it up to dry.
I like it a lot. It's really pretty. My
Okay.
problem is I'm trying to mask off these sections, and unless I cover up the section, I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to dip the whole thing in paint, and the whole thing will come up, and it will show all over the whole card. And I don't want the whole card to show. I want just the
Yeah.
top to be like that, like that. So it's kind of
Yeah.
difficult to mask that off and do that. But this looks kind of cool. It's kind of neat, you know. It's working. It filled
Well,
out.
I think sometimes just experimenting and figuring out how.
Plain.
I mean, if you've not done it before, I think when you experiment, it builds your confidence to try other things.
To
That
try it
makes sense.
different.
That makes sense. Yeah, I got what you're saying. That makes sense. Oh, you don't know what you're good at until you try it, right?
That's exactly right. I mean,
You
the
don't
first
know.
time
You
I
never know.
gel printed, I thought, well, mine don't look nothing like what their stuff looked like. I mean, well,
Right,
what did I do wrong? And it wasn't
right.
that I did anything wrong. I just didn't know that it took time to get from one stage to the next. I thought that it
Yeah.
just all happened
Yeah.
kind of
Poof. Yeah.
at one time, and that's not the way it is. It's not that
It's
way at
not.
all.
It's steps. It's a process. Yeah. I gotcha.
It's like you take baby steps. When you first start
You
out, you take
do.
baby steps.
This
Yeah.
is true. This is very
All
true.
right. This is a carnation, and rather than laying it on it and trying to get a print, I'm just
That's
Yeah.
smooshing
cool
it
though,
down in
Lisa.
there.
That's
Oh, I
good.
like
That's
that.
nice.
How fun. That is so cool. Yeah, I never would have thought to use real flowers. That is such a cool idea.
Well,
I
I
never would have
used
thought to
to.
have done that.
these are flowers that she got about 2 weeks ago. I think she brought them home just before Christmas, and she brought new ones home for New Year's Day because we had company coming. And she was going to
Okay.
throw, she was going to take them out for me, and I said, no, don't take them out. I'm going to use some of those that are still
Mhm.
intact. I'm going to use some of those to make
Yeah. Yeah.
some gel prints. I said because my gel plate has not been used in way too long.
Mhm.
But I'm wanting to achieve kind of snowflake like colors,
Yeah.
wintry colors because I want to do a snowman book.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd
that's
be
cool.
so fun.
That would be fun. That'd be a cool idea.
And
You know
what
who
is
would like that,
Okay.
Mindy?
I would
You know who would
love
like,
that. A snowman book is a great idea.
yeah.
That's a brilliant idea because that's really a smart idea because it's the winter time. I saw this collection. It was on Scrabble.com, I guess it was, like Cardavella. It's called Snowflake or something like that. It was gorgeous, and it reminded me of what you're talking about. It was really pretty. Here's my card. I don't know. This one's okay, but you see, see how it gets down there. It's like I wanted it to be clean cut, clean, and just have just this at the top. But it's getting like that because I'm not masking it fully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Does
really
that make
need to
sense?
cover it up, girl.
I know, I do.
And
Because I mean,
even cover up your cover up. You understand what I'm
exactly,
saying?
kind of. Okay, so I'm going to cover up my cover up. I'm going to cover up the whole thing.
Up your cover up.
Cover up your cover up. All right, I like that. I'm going to take this and then bring it in just like that. Then I'm going to lift it up. Yes. Now that turned out good. Thank you, Michelle, for the idea.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of
Yeah,
neat. It's got
we'll
little
have those
grooves like a
lines.
flower. Kind of cool.
Yeah,
Kind of cool.
that's cool.
Not bad. I mean, it's not the best thing I've done, but it works. It works. All right.
You could also use shape, papers cut into shapes, like if you wanted to cut hearts out.
Yeah.
That's what that lady did. The lady did the same thing you're talking about. And I thought about that last night and I was like, maybe I'll make some cuts. The thing is, my decorating machine is kind of on its last leg. And I can do cuts that it's not real easy to get it all out and to do it. So I thought I'm going to start with journaling cards. If I really liked the journaling cards, then I'll go a step further and do the die cutting.
Well,
But
it's
yeah,
not
the hearts is
necessarily
what
die
she used.
cutting. It doesn't have to be die cutting. You could even, like,
Rip it.
for instance, make a snowman shape.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you could put it on your plate, and you would have the snowman. The paper would be the resist of the snowman, so he would have
Oh,
a
that's a good
background.
idea. I gotcha. That's a good idea. Thanks. Smart.
Hey, Miss
Smart
Cindy,
thinking.
that is a pretty picture. I love that picture.
So I'm
Nice.
doing a journal that is the theme is the universe, and Zippy Doodah uh, made me this,
Oh,
and
That's
so
pretty.
she made me a whole bunch of this.
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
She's really smart.
Zippy,
Yes.
yeah, she is,
Who?
and she's just a sweetheart.
Who is it? Who is it?
Her name is Zippity Doodah on YouTube.
Oh, cool. That's a cool name. That's good. That one turned out good.
So
Every
this
time I
is
hear that, I want to sing zippity doo dah, zippity day.
I know. Mr. Blue Jay on my shoulder. I love that song.
Exactly.
There we go.
Nothing like having a little
It
fun,
is.
right?
That's right. That is right.
This
Well, I
embossing powder
now.
that I'm putting on this is holographic.
Oh, how cool. Holographic? How do you get the holographic look? What
It's
medium are you using to get
embossing
the
powder.
holographic?
Oh, embossing powder, yeah.
It's
That's
embossing
awesome.
powder.
You can add glitter to your. Has anyone tried glitter on their gel plate before?
I have not
No,
used
don't do
glitter.
it. Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
it. Avoid
I
it like the
would be
plague, huh?
afraid. I'd be
Not
afraid
if you
that
like
it would
to
not
play.
come out.
Oh, I know. It would never come out.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a real good point.
It's
I don't want to
kind
mess up my plate. You know what I mean? I got a couple of them, but I don't want to mess it up.
and I think if you had it on a clean brayer, it might react like metallic. If you've got a clean brayer and you use metallic on it
Yeah.
first thing, it
Uh-huh.
doesn't want to lift off. So
No.
Gotcha
there is
down.
that too.
Some best ones. So I want to put that right there. Okay. This
Still getting more of that.
there. You know what ticks me off? Scrub.com has an order coming today from me, and it said one item, and I'm going, Scrub.com doesn't do that single items like Amazon does. They do all together or not at all. And then it says it's not out for delivery yet, so this will be here before end of the day. And I'm going, it's not even out for delivery yet. How on earth are y'all gonna get it here to my doorstep by tonight? And then it says, it's not out for delivery yet, so this will be here before end of the day. And I'm going, it's not even out for delivery yet. How on earth are y'all gonna get it here to my doorstep by tonight? And then it says, it's not out for delivery yet. How on earth are y'all gonna get it here to my doorstep by tonight? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, if you can't do it tomorrow, that's fine. Don't tell me today and then do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? That just gets me. You know what I mean?
We
It's like,
get frustrated
no.
with that as well.
It's just like, not that I have to have it now, but like, I would like to know about when it's going to be here instead of saying today, and yet you're not even ready for it. It's like, really? You know? Okay. We can do something experimental now. Just doing a little. Okay, forget jaw, forget jaw. Let's just do this.
And the sponge off.
That.
No. I better just be painting on globs of mess. That feels like it had a glob of mess in it.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Okay. That's good.
Blue, blue, blue.
Oh, you can see the holographic real well.
I got some
I don't
gold
like
paint.
using embossing powder because it's just like glitter. It goes everywhere.
It's everywhere.
No matter how careful you're trying to be, it goes everywhere. It's just like of the devil. It's of the devil.
we banned glitter at our house.
I don't think I
can't
have any
stand that.
glitter.
Glitter is not allowed.
Embossing powder is just like 10 times worse. So look how pretty that is with it embossed like that.
That is so pretty.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be part of my topper. So this is my journal cover. We all voted on this one day on
That's pretty.
what we wanted the cover to be. I showed them fabric, and people had seen the. So this is going to be my journal topper, and I'm going to put down some netting. I've got embossing powder on it. It's bothering me.
That's what I thought. There was gunk on this. We're not having no gunk before it's time.
Oh, it's everywhere.
There's no time for gunk.
Oh, that's a good piece there. You don't want that much. Put down some netting.
Off the plate. Okay.
Cindy, does she have that as a kit in her shop?
No, she just made this in particular for me. Hold on, I'll do it. Hold on, I've got to, before I get all involved, I've got to sew these in, but I'll do a flip through for y'all right quick and show you some of the pictures.
Cool.
There are some, I used to put all my pages in and then decorate, but I learned that they decorate a lot easier if you decorate them first, then put them in.
Yes.
If you were in Monday Night Sale, you know that I had literally hundreds of pages of sheet music from the early 1900s, 1920s
Oh,
to
wow.
1940s. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
so I had this Irving Berlin's Reaching for the Moon, and I thought that was a perfect one. And I made it a cover, and then we'll start this way. I'm going to turn them so they're going y'all's way. So we have this. It's got stickles on it and little pearls. I put some little pearls on the moon.
Oh,
Can you make her full screen?
I sure can. Hold on just a second. I had my hand full of paint. Let me do that. There you go.
And let me fix my camera so y'all can see just a little bit better. And this is the Northern Lights.
Oh, wow.
That is just I got a garland that makes these little bell things, and I flattened it down into a flower. And then this is the same image, but I printed it before I changed my ink. This is a dyed page from Jacqueline Lovely's Crafty Lodge envelope. This is some more of her kit. and then the planets. This is an old bowling page out of a bowling catalog. Graph paper.
Of what kind of catalog?
Bowling. Bowling.
Oh, that's cool. Bowling.
Bowling. This I have a school book, kids school book, and it's a science book, and it's broken down into the different kinds of science. This is life science, and I thought that was a cute thing to just tuck in. This is the person I'm making this for loves to journal, and so there's a lot of writing area. This is that. This is the minute. This is actually a press release for a bowler, but I love the pink paper. And then some more of the Northern Lights. And
Very
then
cool.
I did one where I have a thing I've created on my computer that prints paper lines for her to journal on. And so
Nice.
That's
there's the
cool.
other side
That's
of the,
neat.
and then lots of
That
blank
is cool.
places for her to write. Yeah. And then these are what do you call that? These are embossing folders from a fairy kit that I have that is in the forest, an
Oh,
entrance
that's
into the
cute.
forest, and I embossed it and
Yeah.
inked it. And then that's a flip up page, and that's the back side of that journal. This is from Russellville, and these are from the 60s. These are from the 60s. I bought a whole box of bowling memorabilia, and I sold off some of it, and then nobody wanted the rest of it, and I threw it away.
That's whoop.
There's a planet, and I love using these little clear pockets. And this is, I guess you would call this like a nebula or something, a shooting star or something like that. And these are little tucks,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
and more
That's really
planets.
neat.
And I love this one too.
Yeah, that is pretty. I like that
I
one.
love that. That is cool looking.
I think
So that
Darcy's adventures, misadventures with Darcy, did one for Mariah from PM Artist Studio that had nebulas and was more like a spacey kind of thing.
this one is pretty spacey, but it's got a lot of the hands of God in it. So this is the middle
That's
page
cool.
of the Irving Berlin music. And this, I used a lot of fabric, a lot of texture. There's one of the little pages. I hadn't put nothing in it. This one was beautiful. I couldn't decide on this one for the front or the other one. And I felt like this one might be a little bit too colorful for the front. So anyway, this is a cloth pocket.
Pretty.
We've got lots of lace edgers. Here's
I like
another one of
that.
the flowers. Look at the clouds. Can you see the clouds in the storm? Isn't that
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty? How beautiful.
That really is beautiful. I love it.
And
What a
then
cool idea to do a book on that. That's a really smart idea.
I took a one of those forest scenes of the fairy entrance,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and I cut it in half, and I did a corner here and a corner up there on that page.
I like that. That's
And
cool
then this
looking.
is, I printed journal spots. This is
Uh-huh.
a flip out, just a little tip in and
Yeah.
flip out. One of Jacqueline's papers. Here's another piece of that school page. And this one is from the inside of a Eskimo hut that has the glass roof, and you can see all of the stars and
Ooh, that's
stuff.
cool.
That is so cool.
And these are
Nice.
the planets. I did. This
Neat.
is just a book page. Okay, there's a Uno score sheet. This is a page out of
That's
a
good.
book that is I think it's a plant book, but I'm not positive.
Cool.
Then my little books. I like the Starburst very well. And then I actually printed
Ooh,
this
I
one
like
on
that.
the back of a coloring page. This is a coloring page out of, I think it's it's an adult coloring book. and it has all kinds of flowers and mandalas and stuff like that. And then I love this one. And
That's
we've got
pretty.
a
I
page.
like that.
No, this is some kind of science book that was out of. And then there's that one. And I loved the Northern Lights. So
I do too. Aren't they beautiful? The Aurora Borealis, just so beautiful.
so my sister-in-law, bless her heart, she went to Alaska on an Alaskan cruise in October, and
That's awesome.
all she wanted to see is uh, the Northern Lights and a whale on their whale watching tour. And guess what? She did not
Oh,
see
The
The
well.
Northern Lights.
neither one of them. She saw none.
come on. Oh no.
Oh
So
no.
this is a plant book, and I kept thinking this plant is upside down, but the printing goes that way, so it is actually how it hangs. And I thought that was a really cool plant because the theme is the
Sweet.
universe, and so plants are part of our universe. Oh, and if
Yes.
you want to know what these pages right here is, this is real interesting. This is an order form from 1905. I mean, from 2005 for uh, a school ordering their food list.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of neat.
So,
That's kind
so
of
one
cool.
of the
Very
things
pretty.
that I tried to do this time, I get real bad about doing matchy matchy, and I tried to not be
Me
matchy
too.
matchy.
Me too. I do
All
that.
the pages I tried to make them as different as possible. There's all kinds of graph paper in it, but it's all different graph papers. So, like there's the green,
Gotcha.
the blue, and the white. So, and I love this tornado cloud. I love that. So, so
They can be beautiful.
this girl that done this, she Zippy does live in Texas, so she knows. And this is just like a meteor
I'm in
shower.
Texas. I'm in Texas.
Yeah, she's
What
in
area of
Texas.
Texas are you in? What area of Texas are you
No,
in?
I'm not in Texas. I'm in Arkansas.
Oh,
The girl that
Zippy is.
made
Oh, you're
this
in
lives in
Arkansas.
Texas. So, huh?
I've been to Arkansas a few times. It's a beautiful state.
So, and then this is just a belly band. I've done a lot of emboss. Does anybody here watch Faith Art Designs on YouTube?
No.
Faith Art Designs. She's an older woman. She's 74, and all of her art is designed around her faith,
Love
and
that. Good
she
idea.
incorporates Bible studies and everything with it. Anyway, one day
Oh
I
wow.
watched one of hers, and it was like 26 ideas to put in journals. And she said, sit down someday and do a whole lot of embossing with your embossing machine. And so I did, and I used a lot of it in this journal, more than I've ever used in a journal. So
Oh
let's
wow.
see, that was the first one. Oops, that one don't go inside the journal, Cindy. That don't go in there. That's the inside. We don't want to put it on the inside. Here's the last one. So this is the back side of the journal. And this envelope, I just love the envelope, so I hooked it here. I don't know that it'll end up, but the thought is there. So this is the back side of the journal. We've got a fabric pocket that I actually glued onto cardstock to make it. We've got a little side tuck with lace. You'll see that lace. This is one of Jacqueline's dyed papers. Somebody gifted me a huge stack of Jacqueline's dyed papers, like probably a 4 or 5 inch stack, and so I'm working through them.
Wow. Nice.
So this is
That's
one of the
awesome.
things. This is a piano roll. This is one of my lace papers. I made these. Literally, I made these by laying lace on my copy machine and copying them. But then I ran it back through and put the lines on it so she could journal on it. So,
Nice.
That's
and
cool.
I like this one with the rain dripping from his hands, and the clouds and the rainbow. I like that. And this is just a big shot of the world. And this is
That's
some
cool.
hymnals.
So
The
neat.
Lord of Glory, his yoke is easy. My friend that does this, that I'm making this for, she is a Christian. She actually uses these journals to write scriptures and stuff in. So, and this
That's
is
cool.
another one of those fairy entrances. So, and this right here is this is special to me. So, I'm gonna pull it out. I will read it to you. Sunday evening, dear sweetheart and all. I will drop you a few lines this morning to let you know how I am getting along. I am well and hope you all are the same. I heard, I have been pulling cotton. We will,
Oh,
we pulled cotton Saturday and pulled over 700 pounds. Saturday
wow.
it rained. We won't, we went to Fairfax Saturday night and stayed all night with Maudie and Alistair. That Maudie is my great aunt. No, is my great aunt.
Oh
She's
wow. So you know these
my
people
granny's
kind of.
daughter. So this
That's
letter is
cool.
from my granddad, my grandpa, my papa. He wrote this letter to my granny while he was in Oklahoma pulling cotton. Now, let me tell you what's funny about this letter, okay? He talks all down through here. I actually have the envelope that goes with this, and this was written in 1948, okay? In 1948, my mom, who was the next to the youngest, was 3 years old, and her oldest sister, who was just older than her, was 13. There was seven of them. So in here, he complains about not hearing from her, and I'm like, Papa, she's taking
Aw.
care of all those kids you left her at home with.
Aw.
Anyway, how can she write letters when she's taking care of all those blasted kids? Anyway, so we've got a flip up with a little bit of lace on it. And then you remember I made the stained glass window in my thing,
I like
in my,
that.
in my, uh, December dailies. I used some more of the paper. And so this scripture is 5, Romans 1, verse 25. And this one is the scripture that talks about not worshiping the creature, but worshiping the creator. So,
Creator.
yeah.
Yes.
And then we have a lace pocket here on music. There's another one of her pages. These are real pretty. This is the inside. And so what I do, she
They
sends
I like
them to
that.
me. And this is one of my envelopes that I put my fairy entrance into. And what she does is I just put them on my in my, like Microsoft in my Word and shrink them down so I can print two to a page and make them for journals. So we have lots and lots of texture in this journal, lots. More. Here's the back side of Papa's letter, and I put a ruffle on it. Here's the other side of the fairy entrance on the songbook. I think this one is pretty with the beginning of a black hole. We've got a belly band. We've got a clear pocket. And then that's beautiful too. And we've got lots of tucks and pockets. And here's our music page. And we made a music tab, and I did I stapled together a piece of stuff and fabric. This ribbon, this edged ribbon. So anyway, I have a bunch of this ribbon that I'm going to be listing in my community tab. People were trying to talk me into selling it to them early, and I wouldn't.
You know,
So
that's interesting
anyway,
that you mentioned your. I'm sorry to interrupt. That's interesting that you mentioned your grandfather, your papa. I had a papa on my mom's side and Pappy on my dad's side, and Pappy used to pick cotton when he was real young. He used to do that in the field. So that kind of like I remember those times. Not really remember them, but like that's special. You know what I mean? That's just like
right.
that's cool. It's just nice. You know what
So
I mean?
um, this is what one of them looks like. So I did this, and
Ooh.
I edged my embossing folder. I inked it, and then I did it.
Oh,
That's
cool. That's
interesting.
So
cool.
it really turned out real neat. And then we
It
did a
did.
pocket out of some of my papers. And there we go. Another lovely page. And then I just did a corner tuck, and we got a clear one. And that's
Nice.
it. That's all she wrote. So
It's
now
beautiful. I love your album.
we've got to get them sewed into the journal. My
Yep.
favorite part, not. So
Not.
not.
um,
This is how we're going
Teresa,
to bind it. So we're going to put this down, and actually we're going to trim it where it just sets to the edges, and we're going to put this down, and then we're going
Bruce,
to
I don't
go.
think Cindy can see you. I'm sorry, girl.
Yeah, I don't think she's seeing you, but Cindy, Teresa has suggested that you might put a pin loop on it.
I saw. I don't know how to make a pin loop, so
Okay, it would be like making a binding for a quilt.
anyway, and then we're going to lay this. We're going to lay this over it.
Um,
I don't know. I mean, I could. It's just
And
not.
pretty.
Well, here's the thing. When I journal, I have special pens that I use, and so I figure if I have special pens, everybody has special pens. So anyway, so this will be how it goes for being to to tie up. So
that's
you'll go
nice.
like this, and then you go
That
like
is so
that,
pretty, Cindy. Yeah.
and then
It's real pretty.
we'll
It's real
put
pretty. You
down
go
our
more.
we'll put down our piece of netting. Here it is, our little piece of netting on top. We're not going to wad it up like that, and then this is going to set on top of it, and
That's
we're going to
so
make it
cool.
into a pocket. Yep. So see, I'm ignoring you. I am not ignoring you. If I ignore you, I promise you, I'll tell you, I'm ignoring you.
I'm
So I
ignoring
don't
you.
know why my sewing machine did that, but if you see, this is supposed to be like a zigzag. That is, the stitches are
Hold on a
sewn,
second, Cindy. Let me get back to you, honey. All
but
right, show that zigzag. Yeah, I
it
see it.
didn't it didn't do the top thread. It made it into a square on
Huh.
some of the
Oh yeah,
stitches,
huh? That's
but
interesting.
it's still cool. So anyway, so I'm not ignoring you, Teresa. I just don't know. See,
Mine does that sometimes. It'll do kind of funny things, and I don't know if it's because I'm putting trying to rush it through the feeder or exactly
I just
what it is.
I just figure it did that because it's anyway.
Accident.
I want to put some netting on it, but I'm afraid the netting is going to get lost.
I don't think you're going to even see it, Cindy.
I don't. If you wanted to put netting, I think I would probably
Oh,
just have just a little bit maybe coming
look,
out. Yeah, I
can you
think from the
can you see
top.
the netting here? Those are pockets. That's what I was sewing netting pockets on the inside of it.
Interesting.
One thing that came to my mind was maybe in the very front of it, put in the beginning God.
Oh, that would be pretty.
I mean, I think that would be a very nice touch to that, especially
Yeah.
with the theme being the universe.
So anyway, let's find our thingamabob and let's start putting some journals, some signatures in. Do I want to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch? So this all
No.
needs to wait till afterwards. Do I want to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch or 3?
You know you don't like those fives.
Actually, I do like the 5s.
I like the fives because I think that it holds it more secure. I've tried the threes and I feel like it still allows enough room for stuff to kind of
Move
wiggle
around.
in there. That's me though.
I'm wondering.
I do threes because I don't
So
think I
y'all
could put
see
my
this?
mind
Y'all see this
around.
chiffon? These rolls of
Yes,
chiffon ribbon.
that's a pretty
This is what I'm supposed to be listing on
nice,
my
Mindy.
community tab. I have a bunch of these, so I bought 10 boxes, and they each have 4 rolls in each box.
Yeah.
But not all of them will show up in there because y'all know me. I'm keeping some just for me.
You gotta hold back for
They're
your
for
own
Yeah.
me.
use, you know.
What you got,
Hey, I'm gonna
Mindy?
let y'all go here in a second, just because I already done a whole lot. I probably made like 30 pieces, 50 pieces, and if I keep going, I'll cover my entire desk. So I done like 20, 30 of these. They turned out pretty good. Like some of them were just okay, and some are really pretty. Some are just like decent, you know. Um, I don't, I don't know. I
I
like it.
like
I don't
it.
love it. You know what I mean? Um, and that cast lips
Sorry,
like
Oh,
I
that.
shook
see
you
that
all up.
That's what I run into. I like things, but I'm not in love with them. Oh, there's the top.
Exactly. Yeah,
That
and
is
it's like
my
this is kind of cool. This is like some gel, not gel, gold metallic paint, kind of cool. Um, kind of basic, kind of, I don't know, not loving, liking, you know what I mean? Some of them are really nice. Some are just like, you know what I mean? Um,
Well,
so
maybe
thank you for
you'll need
having
to
me,
do something
Michelle.
else. Maybe you'll need
Say
to add
what?
something else to it to make you love it.
Maybe some glitter onto it after I'm done. Like maybe add a little bit of glue on the surface and then sprinkle glitter on top of it, and that would give it some shine, some shimmer. Or maybe I could just like, I don't know. And I thought even about like if I really like the idea of having the top part like this clean and having that line of demarcation, I could just take this and cut it in half and put it on the top of one card and just glue it
Mm-hmm.
on top. So I could do that. That's always an option. But thank you for having me, Michelle. Thank you guys for having me.
Not a problem.
Okay, God
Glad
bless
you
y'all.
were
Take
able to
care.
join
Sorry I'm
us.
leaving early, but I got things to do. God bless you.
God bless
God
you.
bless
See you
you
Bye.
as
later,
well,
girl.
Mindy. Happy New
See
Bye.
Year.
you. Bye.
I guess
Teresa,
we're
you
Ah,
know we
I
love
guess we
you.
are dedicated to the 5 hole now. We've started it.
did you?
So this is the joys of the fact that most of my journals I make are all the same size. So I keep all of my templates. I don't have to make a new template every time I make a journal. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Did anybody do anything special for New Year's or New Year's Eve?
We
We had
went to bed early. That's what
my
I did.
daughter had a friend over who happens to be our hairdresser, but they're best friends, and we watched Stranger Things. It was the final episode, so
Saw
we did
somebody
that, and
else.
then we waited for the ball to drop in New York, and then we went promptly to bed. We don't stay up like we used to. That's for sure.
Our church had a game night, but
Cool.
we didn't go. So
Yeah.
we don't. They usually go bowling, but the bowling alleys got sold, and the new owners didn't stay open for New Year's.
Oh.
So we don't ever go bowling, and so we're just used to staying home anyway. But I had tummy issues.
Uh.
Mm.
Well, it's better to stay home when you have those.
Well, I mean, I wasn't having diarrhea or anything. It was like I'll tell y'all, like we had a man when I was 20. I went to this church, and I don't know if y'all did at your church uh, prayer request time.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
this man stood up and asked us to pray for him because he had more gas than OPEC. so that was
Oh
what
my
we were
God.
experiencing at my house on New Year's Eve. More gas than OPEC, and let's just say it wasn't pleasant. So
Yep. Yep. When you're
anyway,
bubbly, when you got bubbles in your what is it?
tummy,
Pooh Bear said when you're rumbly and you're tumbly.
yeah.
Like that.
Well, I always thought Pooh was talking about being hungry, but
Yeah.
I kind of have rumblies in my tumblies. Anyway,
Yeah.
but so
That
we
that's
stayed
a
home, but we
that's a
stayed up
definitely a
till
horrible
midnight.
situation for me.
But we stay up till midnight every night. So
Uh, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just people old. One of them old women who like at 8 o'clock, I'm like in bed.
But you wake up
What time
really
do
early, don't you, Michelle?
No, I wake up. Okay. Here's my schedule. I can wake up at 6:30, anywhere between 6:30 and 8 o'clock. The first wake up.
Right.
That first wake up, I eat breakfast and I hang out for a little bit. Then I go back to bed. Then I could sleep another couple of hours.
but
Then get up.
that has to do more. Do you do that in the summer too?
I do it every. Yeah. I thought it had to do with the weather, but I do it in the summer too. And
I
even,
was gonna say.
even doing that in the morning, I tend to take a nap sometimes if I'm really have.
See, Dave sleeps like that when his depression is like on high
That's
levels.
that may be what mine is too. Is that I'm borderline on it.
So when it's hot, depression is high. So I can
Yeah.
tell. I mean, like it's like, okay, Dave, you need to talk a little bit, honey. Not that we talk, but I usually he just, you know, when you have a
Yeah.
brain injury and your whole life is different than you thought it was going to be, it's easy to
It's
get
really
depressed.
disturbing. Yeah.
It is. It is. When you have something that's going to affect you for the rest of your life, no matter how good you try to live, or no matter whether you're doing the right things or not, you're going to be affected by it. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start at the top here, girls. Here we go.
And I think a lot of times, we notice that when the seasons change, it seems to affect people in our house
Mm-hmm.
more than other times.
Yeah, Michelle was talking about that earlier. That she thought it was the seasons, but
Yeah, it does. I mean, you can't help when your life has been changed or altered in a way that
You have no control over.
you can't undo what's done. You can't
Yeah.
undo it, and you just have to deal with the consequences. For me, it's autoimmune disorders and surgeries and all these fun things that happen.
Yeah.
And I really don't get that depressed, honestly. I could easily, but it's not. It's just not the way I'm put together for the most
Yeah.
part.
well, that. So my father-in-law was a hypochondriac, like really bad. And
Yeah.
one of the things I told David is, if you turn into your dad, I promise you, I'm putting you in a nursing home and forgetting where I put you. Anyway, but
Yeah.
but as Dave has gotten older and as he, deals with the brain injury stuff, he's a little whiny. And I'm like, don't forget about that nursing home, dude. Sorry, but
Well, but I think it's
and of
probably
course it's just for us, it's just a joke. But it's like I told him, I said, first of all, my family we're not sick. I mean, like my dad he really was sick the last 5 or 6 years of his
History. So
life, and he never complained about it.
right.
You know,
Well, I mean, some people just roll on like nothing. It's just another day. I mean, I deal with chronic pain, and past couple of days been a little rough, but I didn't whine about it. I mean, I did what I was supposed to do. I got up, I went out, picked up sticks, and came inside, cooked a nice dinner for my family, and just kept on rolling like nothing was wrong. This morning I got up and I told Bill, I said, I'll get my house cleaning done as soon as my meds kick in. It's like
anyway.
it's no need for me to be depressed or upset about it because I know this is what I deal with. I don't know when it's coming,
mm-hmm.
but I know as good as if it goes away, that it'll come back, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I just do what I can do when I can do it, and if I can't, then I say I'm sorry, I can't do this, and go on. And I
Yeah.
used to feel guilty about saying I can't do this or I'm done. But
Yeah.
I don't feel bad saying no to somebody about something
Yeah. Which is
anymore, or
good.
saying I will try, but I can't guarantee anything because it's up to what my body tells me when I get up.
Yeah.
But I very seldom just lay down. If I don't go to the kitchen or I don't get out of bed, everybody's concerned.
But
Because
I told Dave. When I told Dave that, I said, we don't get sick. We just lay down and die. And that's
Well,
kind of
that's probably what'll happen to me. I'll just be like my grandfather was. One day I'll just lay down and just won't get back up. So it's like every morning when I wake up, I just, I mean, as soon as I start waking up, I say, God, thank you for another day on this earth. That's all I can. I mean, that's how I feel. I am grateful because I could be somewhere else doing something different.
well,
You know, I,
Cindy, if you're
I
going to
could be in the
remember.
hospital. I could be in a lot of different places.
My dad used to, when he would preach, he used to get up and say, you, aren't you glad you're here? This is better than being in the best jail in the world." So
Yeah.
you could be in the best jail in the world. So anyway,
Well, and you could wake up and be somewhere you don't expect to be. You could be in the hospital. You could be a lot of different places.
there we go. I think we're getting there better. Mm.
Teresa? Why are you missing Michelle?
I haven't been doing my Bible studies on Wednesday because of the holidays. And so
Oh,
she usually
okay.
joins me for my Bible studies, and I think she's missing me doing those Bible studies and
Well,
being on.
you'll get back to it. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
next week is when everything's going to get back in swing.
So
It's not
I
planned
told
anyway.
everybody that I was going to do Bible study on New Year's Day, and guess what? I forgot.
I was about to say you forgot all about that, didn't you?
I did. And the funny thing is, I was in here all day yesterday. I was in here
You just
working on
were
this journal.
you were in there creating and just forgot all about us, huh?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure that when you do have your devotions, it'll be all right.
We're studying John chapter. We're studying in John, the book of John. It's my favorite book in the Bible. So y'all just gonna have to deal with it. So my pastor did give me back my book that like you have. So I saw he'd laid it on my desk. I said, "Oh, you laid my book back on my desk." He said, "Yeah." I said, "I didn't need it no more." Dave's going to teach Wednesday night. This coming
Is
Wednesday
he?
night. Yeah,
Well, that's good.
You're right.
yeah. It gives him something to look forward to. Okay, hold on, Cindy. You're through the hole, but you're in the thread. Don't y'all hate when you go through a hole and you're in the thread? Just
Yes,
aggravates me.
and then
Aggravates.
if you're not very lucky, sometimes that thread starts splitting off or like splintering.
Yeah.
I don't like
There.
when that
Got
happens.
it. Got it. Got it. Got off. There we go. We're good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. And now we're going to go in this hole right here. I'll just split that thread. This is one thing I don't like about working on dark fabric. It's harder for me to see my holes on
Mhm.
the darker fabric.
I have gotten to where I got my husband to order me some more of the awls, and I stick my awls through the hole so I don't have to search for them.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
leave them until I get my needle through, and it does help.
I
I don't
have
struggle as
some
much.
big awl. I mean, I have some awls that are. I make sure that I drive these through really good, like up to the shank. So anyway, and really waller out my holes usually.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Matter of fact, sometimes I look at them and I think, dang, that's awful big. But on the inside, it looks fine. It's more noticeable on the back side. But then I come back and put fabric on it or some lace or something to kind of cover up what looks like a boo boo.
Yeah. Okay, Cindy, you've
I'm
almost
still
got it,
getting
girl.
petals falling off stuff here.
You're almost there. Just don't get flustered, and you'll be done. Where are we? Where's our center? There we are. There, I feel you. I feel you, sister. I feel you. Felt my needle. There we go.
Mm.
Okay. Did we? We did. We got in a. There we go. That helps. There we go.
You okay over there, Michelle?
I'm doing fine, ladies. I'm just over here. Had to clean this stuff off my mat. I couldn't do anything else on it.
Woohoo! We got one in. We got one in.
Yay. I mean, this is my grunge paper, Lisa. Here you go.
I'm glad you got grunge papers, girl. You
You know
come a
how I used
long
to be?
way.
I've come a long way.
You've come a
Come a
long way.
long way, baby.
Oh, you ought to heard me and Lisa when we first got started. When I first got started doing gel printing, I was a mess.
No,
Oh,
you weren't.
I remember
You
some of
were just
those.
starting, and you were
You
judging yourself
cleaned after every
harshly.
time you made a page.
Practically, yeah, I did.
I
Yes.
remember those.
Before you got on, Cindy, I was telling her, I said, I thought about you as soon as I come upstairs because I was making a joke on PMR Studios stream the other day. I said, yeah. I said, my gel plate's been in the closet so long, it wants me to file for papers to get its name changed to Cinderella because it's like thinking it's like a stepchild. But I thought about Michelle when I went to get it out because I thought, okay, did I clean that plate before I put it up, or did I just throw it in the drawer and run? And I did. It was dirty. It was dirty, dirty.
You would just be proud of my stencils, though, Lisa. I just let them go.
Well, it's not. It doesn't hurt them, and it actually does often give you something that you would not get otherwise.
Yeah. Well, mine, they tend to work better dirty than they do.
I like I like a dirty stencil. I really do. I don't mind them at all because you definitely can get some cool things out of them.
Yeah.
I like to, after I get my signatures in, I like to fold them and move them around so
Mm-hmm.
that so that worked out real good for me sewing that down. I did sew down this
Uh-huh.
too. I sewed a line right there so that this wouldn't be open. So
Yeah.
I knew that it would be sealed off even with the thing, but I just wanted it sewed.
Make sure.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay,
Well, I
I'm
think
gonna
when
go.
you're making something to sell too, or for someone, you want to make sure everything's secure and that nothing's going to get wonky on them.
Yeah. So this journal, this is the 6th journal I've made for this lady.
Oh,
So she likes them, obviously.
Is that who I think it is, Cindy?
Probably.
Good. Not that girl. Has she opened them up at least?
No, it's not who you think it is. If that's who
Oh,
you're thinking about. Wrong
yes,
person.
that's wrong one, huh?
Yeah. No, this person uses hers and she fills them up. She
Well,
writes
that's good.
scriptures in them.
Yeah.
so it sounds like they use it as a companion for Bible study.
Yeah, I think so. So if you remember, the last one that I made was Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I ever told who that one was for or not. Did I not? Where is that? I feel it. Okay. There. There it is. I kept feeling it, but I wasn't looking in the right place. There. I'm making my holes a little bigger for this time. For this go round. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Okay, let's see. I've got all this stuff in my way here. I'm leaning towards not doing the netting since, let's see.
It really disappears, Cindy.
It does. That's what I'm saying. What I'm thinking since it disappears. Where's my?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Okay, let's make sure we're going the right way now.
That bag's almost done.
That would make me awful upset if I sewed that in upside down, but I did not. Going the right way. Yeah, it's all going the right way. This one here will be a little more tricky about making sure it's going the right way. Okay, that's the right way, but where's our middle? Is this the one that has the mandala middle? Yes, it is. Put this in, find our top and our bottom. Ooh, that one there is a little short, so we're going to run it up just a little bit.
Mm.
Cindy, how long is it taking you? How many hours do you think you put into that?
Oh, not very long. Let's
Cindy
see.
can work one of these together in no time.
If I sit down and work on it front to finish, I can usually make a journal. As long as I have my papers printed, I can make a journal in about 2.5 hours. So
I think part of that is having a lot of different things pre-made. Like I had gotten a bunch of stuff from my neighbor who passed away. Her daughter let me go down to her craft room and get stuff, and I had all this paper, cardstock and printed stuff. And I thought, how am I going to use this stuff? And I started cutting it, and I sat down at my desk and was pulling just stuff off my desk or within arm's reach. And I probably produced maybe 50 journal cards doing that. And I've got a whole box full. So now I'm focusing more on getting some journals made. I've got several calendars that the family has given to me since the end of the year, and I'm going to be cutting those and making journals out of those. I do that every year.
So
and this
right
is
here,
gorgeous.
This right here is kind of what I consider a semi-naked journal, in that it's not overly decorated. I didn't do a lot of like decor on it. I did pockets and tucks and stuff, but just not a whole lot of decorating in it. Because I know what she's using it for.
Right. And I think that makes a big difference as to how the person intends to use it. Knowing their intent helps you, make it more of a customized piece for them.
Right. Anyway, and like I said, I used to, when I would do it, like I would pull and I'd say, okay, I want 3 book pages. I want 3 magazine pages. I want 3 Jacqueline papers. I want 3 graph book pages. Well, this time I just went through and I said, I need 30 pages. And I just started pulling stuff. I don't count my little envelopes and my little sacks and stuff as a page.
Right.
They're just part of it, So, in my book, they're just
so basically, you only count your full pages.
Yeah, pretty much. Now you just unclip, Cindy. You're a goofy goober.
You've been working on, Miss Lisa. I haven't seen a thing you've done because I've been paying attention to other stuff.
This is a piece of paper that came out of an Amazon package.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And I've been using it basically as my pickup sheet, and I've got it just about covered.
Yeah.
On the one side, so that is definitely going to get cut up and used.
Yeah.
I've got this bag that I've worked on.
Yeah.
And here's another one of the bags. It's not quite covered yet. Got this one.
That's
Were
cool.
the botanicals.
Hmm.
And you saw this one. That was one of the first ones I picked
That's
up.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's dried. So
Oh, I wanted to show something, and Mindy left. I wanted to show my little dresses I've been making.
All right. Let me show you. Sorry about that,
that's
Cindy. There you
okay.
go.
So this is my trade for January. We're making origami dresses.
Hi, Julie Parker.
Making origami dresses.
Julie.
Oh, how cute. Those are darling, Cindy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Aren't they cute?
So anyway, I need to announce everybody's partners today so that everybody that's doing them, they're actually really easy, like super easy. So anyway, but yeah, those
So
are my
you'll teach us
origami.
how to make them
Sure,
someday.
sure.
That'd be
If you
awesome.
if you go to my channel though and go to my community tabs,
Yes.
I've got a I've got a tab up there that is a lady that does a video, a link to a video, and she does it in 3 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
And
I'll
really.
it's
certainly give it a
super
try.
easy. And also there's a picture there of where I have wrote down the instructions of what she's doing to the best of my ability. And you can find it and follow along with it too
Yeah.
as you look. So I mean, your biggest thing that you need to really concentrate on is not using too thick of a paper.
So the
That's
thinner papers work better.
yes, the thin paper. One of the cutest ones that I've seen that somebody's made in preparation has been one that they made out of an atlas. It is adorable.
Oh, I bet so. But those plats that you use really look like I mean, it makes me think of the dresses my mom used to wear to clean house in.
Well, the actual title of that dress on the origami site is a 1950s house dress or something like that.
That
19,
that that is exactly.
1950s dress.
That makes sense. Of course, I wasn't alive in the 50s. I was a later model.
I
Me too. Me
understand that.
too. Me too. I'm a little bit later model than the 50s, but my mom didn't wear dresses like that. So, but
Oh, my mom would get up, put makeup on, and doll herself up. But now she would wear, kind of a casual stuff around the house. But if we were going out of the house, she was dressed like she was going to church, and we had to dress like we were going to church.
and we went to church all the time.
We did too. We did too. My brother is ordained minister, and he will tell people when they first meet him that he was born in the balcony of the church, or at least he thought he was, because that's where we were all the time. Sunday
Um,
morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, and prayer meetings,
so
visitation.
when I was a kid, we had church on Saturday nights too, a lot. And so we
Wow.
had Saturday night, Sunday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. Anyway, but we also we lived right next door to the church in the
Right.
parsonage. My dad was the pastor. We lived in the parsonage. So what was funny was we would have people traveling that were traveling and they would break down and need help and they would come to our house. And very rarely did my dad give them money. He usually took them and got them gas, or mom, if they said they were hungry, my mom would cook them food. Now they
Right.
didn't always like what my mom cooked, and yeah, and anyway, but one day that we had this lady, this family come, and this lady looked out We were all sitting in the kitchen. My mom had fried taters, and we had beans, and I think she fried some bologna. We didn't, we weren't rich. We didn't have
Right, right.
a lot anyway, and she gave them what we ate anyway. And that lady looked out and she said, "There's a church right there." And my mom said, "Yeah." She said, "Do y'all go to church very much?" My mom said, "Yeah." I think my mom thought she was as that woman was as weird as we thought that she thought we were. So
Okay, Julie's got something here. Has anyone heard of Faithful Heart Design Studio? She has started an
Faith Art.
anchor.
Faith Art Studio. That's what I was talking about a while ago. Faith Art.
Faith
Okay,
art.
Yeah.
yeah. She is starting an Anchor My Soul journal. I thought it was going to be a good idea, even without the kit she was selling, to do with it.
Yeah. They designed kits, her and her friend that they run the ministry or the chant the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They design kits that they sell. They're a, they sell their kits for about $6, but yeah, they I thought it was a good idea. She also has a Bible study that she will do with some of hers. So yeah, I've been
I'll
watching
have to
her
look
a
it
lot.
up.
Faith
I'll
Yeah.
Art
have to add her.
Design Studio. Yep, she's she's real nice. What is her name? I can't think. And I've listened to like how many of her videos. Uh, I've been really searching out some more of the communities that are big on doing their art designed around their faith.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love my communities that I go to, but I really do sometimes,
Sometimes you just need to be around like-minded people.
Like-minded people.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Um, Julie says she thinks that Diane, the lady's name is Diane.
think so. That sounds right, Julie. But
Julie, are
don't
you
ask.
enjoying retirement?
Is that? Oh yeah, that is Julie Parker. Yeah, I was gonna
Yep,
say, is that the right Julie?
it
Because
is
there
right,
are several
Julie.
Julies.
Yeah, there might be several, but that's the Julie I think about when I think Julie. I always think Julie Parker.
This here. Let's go on Facebook.
Y'all see, I'm
There we go.
recycling my Medicare papers.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got to show you something.
Oh, they're
So
cool.
I
Think I should? I, yeah.
what I want to know as you're recycling your Medicare papers, I did recycle one of Jared's Dave's Medicare catalogs. You know, you
That's
get the catalog.
the yearly book.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Number two then. So I got this stack of paper that I brought home from the church. They're leftover papers from
Same here, Julie.
children's church. Leftover children's church papers. Feast of the Tabernacles, all of these papers that we print out, and I started to pick them up and throw them in the trash. Oh, and then there's that Paddington Bear book that was in that file that I pulled the other day, and I'm gonna dye all of this. I have an ideal, so I pulled my I did not show this in the sale the other night, and I meant to. Look, it's a Woman's World magazine from where did I see the date on this? This one is 1916. Is it 1916? Hold on. It's literally falling apart. The corners are out. No, 1911, January 1911.
Nice.
And there's stories. There's stories
Wow.
Oh,
That's neat.
and pictures. So I was going to show it the other day, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's just falling apart. So I may just let it fall apart and use it in collage.
You know,
yeah.
somebody sent me some of the piano rolls, and it was
Oh,
so brittle that the only thing I could do with it was to put it on as a collage piece. I mean, there was
yeah.
no way to use it other than to secure it down with glue and put something over the top of it. That's the only way it was going to work.
I do have on pants. It almost looks like skin. They're cream colored pants, but I'm putting my shoes back on because y'all gonna laugh at me, but I cannot sew with my shoes on.
Well, you can't feel the pedal the same.
Yeah, I need to feel that pedal differently
Oh
with my
no.
shoes on. So
Okay, Julie is still having pressure in her head, feeling like that is just a break, and will have to be back to work soon. But you can't shake it off.
Julie, wait, I didn't know that Julie was going back to work. I thought she retired.
Julie, I thought you were not going back to work. I thought you got to stay home indefinitely. And do you have ringing in your ears as well, or just the pressure?
Oh, I'm not going back to work.
That's how that read.
I know
You
it.
mean
That's what
just
it says.
Yeah,
you're talking
top
about
of
like just housework or whatever you do now that you're retired?
okay.
I think it's just a feeling she can't shake.
Sometimes the weather will make my head feel like that
But
when
it's
there's
hot where
change in
they
the
are right
barometric
now.
pressure.
Is it really?
Right now, it's hot in Australia. So she's in Australia. So they having warm weather. Remember, they're upside down from us.
Yeah. This
There we
page
go.
turned out pretty.
There we go.
Let me see that, Lisa. Hold on a second.
Put
Let me
it
switch
back
over.
on to everybody. You've got it on me.
I've been going flipping around. It's pretty. I like that, Lisa.
Yeah, it turned out nice.
You
Woohoo!
will notice that you don't see a thing I do when y'all are here.
I know you're
I
not
love it.
showing us what you're doing. I do like
Love it.
this. In the beginning. You know what? I think I'm gonna write that on a card or something and just like put a paper clipping into the pocket.
Yeah.
The beginning was the Word, and the
Julie,
Word was with God, and the Word was God. The
yes,
same was in the beginning.
I think that'll be beautiful in there.
Okay, there we go.
Very nice.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Thank you, Julie Parker. And sometimes people go through like a kind of a depression when they've worked for so long. I mean, my husband did. He just didn't know what to do with himself, or he didn't
Mhm.
feel like he was contributing in the same way because he had always worked. So
Yep.
just know that sometimes when people have done the same routine day in and day out for that many years, and then you don't do that, you have to reestablish what your days look like. So that could be
Mhm.
part of that feeling. Not Your brain's just not in the right place just yet. It hasn't accepted that you're not getting up and going to work and rushing around. And retirement's a different stage of life, and you have to kind of, you don't just get dropped off there. You got to kind of learn to incorporate it into your life.
Mhm.
I don't know that I'll ever get to know what that's like.
Yeah,
I tell
well,
everybody. I tell everybody my theme song is "I'll work till Jesus comes." However, my plan is, if it's still available in 2 years, is to draw my Social Security and to quit having sales. I can still, I don't make too much that I can't still work at the church and draw my Social Security. So
So you can work like 20 hours a week, and then there's a cap on how much you can make, but I don't think
You
you're
can
going to hit
make
that
like,
cap working at church.
yeah, you can
I
make
mean,
like
that's
20,000, 29,000, something like that.
right. Um, my
Yeah.
husband has hit the age where,
It don't matter.
he's not
If
penalized
if
now,
he's over
but
70, it don't matter.
well,
So
he's not over 70 yet, but he's over 65. But the thing we have to do is pay attention to how much he earns because it can affect how much we pay for our Medicare per
what
year.
about income taxes too?
Well, we don't worry as much about that, but after you get to a certain point, you're not penalized on that. It's just the Medicare. He's made it past
Yeah.
that point where he would get penalized because he could only make so much the last year that he worked. And when he got close to that, he said, "I'm done, folks. See you later."
Yeah, that's what Dave's Uncle Thomas used to do. He would work the amount he could work without affecting his thing, and then he would be done.
Exactly.
He worked on the big on a big farm driving a tractor. So in Arkansas, there prisons that back up to the big farms,
Yeah.
and so he would work driving his tractor. We tease him about driving his air conditioned tractor. He said, "Yeah, when I started doing this, we did it with horses, plows. He said, now we sitting up in big air conditioned tractors with our CD players.
That's
So,
too funny. But
yeah.
that's not far from the truth.
So anyway, I
I
was
mean,
trying to think about how old he would be if he was still alive. So Dave's mom he'd probably be over 100. I can't remember. Dave's mom would be up in her 90s if she was still alive.
Mm.
My grandpa and papa, they'd both be over 100. So if they were still alive. There's the boy child. He's been screaming at my dog. Y'all, I'd never been so scared in my life as when I was live the other day and my dog started having a seizure. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think
How's he
it's
doing?
believable. He's fine. He ain't nothing. You'd never know he ever had a seizure. He's fine as rain.
one of my daughter's friends had a dog that would have seizures, and the doctor told him to give it honey.
That's what my friend told me. So my friend that I got him from, she has his brother, and his brother has seizures, and she gives him honey. You know,
Yep.
one of the reasons that Chihuahuas have seizures is blood sugar drops, but also Chihuahuas are hereditarily inclined to have seizures. Not
To do what?
not because of their family line, but because of their what they are. Did I did I do that backwards? No, I did not.
They're just nervous little dogs.
Yeah. So
The
anyway,
first dog I was ever, the first house dog I was ever around was a Chihuahua, and it was my neighbor and best friend, and he had that dog, and that dog would
yeah,
sleep with him, but if I slept over at his house for some reason, that silly dog would sleep under my bed, and it would go hee hee all night long. It's like it made me crazy, but I loved the little dog. It was a good snuggler, but it
Rex,
did not like somebody being in that room other than it's his boy. He was a sweet little dog though. He was a good dog.
Rassy growls. He growls at me. He wants me to pet him, and then he'll growl at me for petting him.
Yeah, I think they have a funny temperament, really.
So my dad hated Chihuahuas. I mean, like hated them. We had a lady in our church that bred Chihuahuas and Pomeranians, and they'd
Yeah,
go on vacation and they'd ask my dad to go feed their dogs and let their dogs out every day. And
yeah.
so my dad would go up there and do it, and it never failed. He got bit every year. He hated Chihuahuas. I laugh. I tell my brother, Daddy would just roll over in his grave if he knew. So because I have a Chihuahua, my brother and them have five of them.
Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No. They only have 4 because Annabelle died. So I forgot Annabelle died this year. So anyway, they'd had her the longest. She was Kristen's dog. So, but these other ones are my brothers, and they take them everywhere. They take them on vacation. They take them everywhere. My mom says they didn't bring them for Christmas. I was highly surprised they did not bring them for Christmas.
That's funny. My
Why was you yelling at my dog? No, it wasn't nothing. It was the postman. He says that's my job. I'm supposed to. Hey, you got something from your insurance, and I'm pretty sure it's probably your new insurance card. So, not
wow, only that's pretty good if you got a new insurance card
No, we got ours
already.
and the new prescription card too.
I've already got my new insurance cards, and Dave's got his, and I've got mine. And I
Mm-hmm.
changed insurances this year. It's the same insurance, but it's a different kind of plan. I went on a gold plan instead of a silver plan. Y'all want to tell me how this works? Silver plan. Okay. If you were buying a plan, and would you think you were getting the better plan with the gold plan, the more expensive plan with the gold plan, or the silver
Yeah,
plan?
the
Not
gold, of course.
necessarily.
I know.
You have to look at what the copays are. You have to look at the backs out of pocket, and you
Yeah.
have
Oh,
to look at the deductible to
But
determine whether it's
you
better
would
or not.
think you would think that the gold plan was going to be the more expensive one, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
yeah.
but platinum's higher quality.
Well, here's a news flash for you. If you're doing Obamacare Affordable Act, the gold plans are cheaper than the silver plans, and they look like they pay better from all that I can see.
Right.
But they really, really push hard for you to go for the silver. So if I wanted to go with the silver plan, which would have been the same plan that I had last year that I paid $81 a month for, it was going to cost me $384
Right.
this
Right.
year. And it had a $4,000 deductible. Okay.
And that's
But
big. That's a big
yeah,
deductible before, to pay that much out before they start paying anything. That's hard,
so
Mm-hmm.
I got a
especially when you're
gold
on a fixed
plan.
income.
So I got a gold plan that is costing me $9.87 a month versus $81. And my deductible is $2,000 a month. My
2000.
copay, $2,000 for the year. My
Yeah, I
deductible
was
for
gonna
the
say
year.
$2,000 a month. Good night, Cindy.
I'm sorry. My copay for me to see my primary care doctor went from $25 to 35.
Hmm.
No, 30, not 35, 30. So
Yeah.
it's just a little bit higher, but not much. And nearly everything else pays exactly the same.
Well, my deductible went, or max out of pocket went from 2,000 to 3,000, and my primary care is zero, and my specialist went from $20 copay to $25 copay. So I'm not gonna complain on that. That's not
Yeah.
so
My
bad.
specialist copay stayed the same. So I see my primary care doctor once a year, and I see my specialist once a year, and that's it. And
Yeah, I have to go to the specialist. My specialist, most of them I have to go to at least, most of them every 3 months because of the medicines I'm on, and I have to have blood work done every 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I get blood work once a year, and yeah, everything I looked at everything that I do and how I use my doctor and how I use my insurance, and I just could not see that the other thing was a better
Right.
choice for me. Plus the fact that I'm going from paying $81 a month to $9, $10 a month.
Well,
And plus
that's a
I
that is
also
so
got dental
cool.
insurance for $14 a month. And the dental insurance was real good. It had real good paying. It pays
Yeah, I
real
think they did it. Most of the insurance coverage looks better this year than it did last year for dental.
but
I think they're doing a little better on
I'm not
that.
on any kind of Medicare Advantage. Oh, how did we manage to do that?
Cindy, Julie wants to know what your channel is on YouTube.
It's Cindy Loves Jewelry and Paper Arts. Look, do y'all see what I've done?
What'd
I
you
managed to
do?
get my holes off. How did I manage to do that? Oh, that makes me aggravated. Did I skip a hole? Is that what I done? No, these holes are all fine. I just put my holes wrong, but it still fits in there, and I'm living with it. I'm living with it. So
Living with it, huh?
it's not hanging out anywhere. It's not hanging out. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna be happy and rejoice in it. Okay, let's put up our stuff because I get real frantic when I start losing my things. That all goes here. So because I have a certain awl that I like. I like to know my needles where my needles are. I have 3 different binding kits in here
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't know this, I know this is horrible, but this is kind of like the printers of today. It's cheaper to buy a new binding kit and get everything than it is sometimes to buy just the thread. More specifically, since I'm not buying from Timu no more. So
Oh, are you banning Timu?
I haven't bought from Timu since last January.
Really?
Yeah, look at me go.
I know. I
And
was about to
no,
say. I haven't either. I haven't bought from Timu in a while. I tried the Shein. No. Mm-mm.
Sheen.
Well,
I
I
did
mean,
I did order some stickers from Sheen and they were okay. I've been finding stickers at the bins, so I've been buying them. Did you do that after I told you to do it the other way? You did it wrong. Oh well, it'll work. It'll work. Let's turn it over and do it like this. That makes me mad
Mm.
that I did that like that. Dude, Mindy, why do you have to be difficult? Why?
because I wanna.
Come
Why?
Wee wee wee.
No, I am win.
Cindy, you can put me in the doghouse.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna say she's not my friend.
Nah, I'm
I know
not.
better. I know better. I enjoy seeing your pictures on Facebook.
Oh,
All
my
your Christmas
family,
things.
my
Yeah,
kids, all my kids.
it's
Oh, all of those were my nieces and nephews. My nieces and my mom, me and my mom and my brother, and my brother and I are only 13 months apart in age. We're real close in age. Uh, my mom is 20 years older than me, and um,
how's your mom doing?
my mom is doing good. She's doing good. Uh, we were supposed to go to the doctor. She thought she had a doctor's appointment this past Monday, and she woke up and she had tummy issues, and so we didn't go. Ah, you're what I unplugged, aren't you? Because I want to glue down that hot glue. Well, I'm going to use regular glue too, but we always add a little bit of hot glue for the. Anyway, but yeah, so that's going to go down. Then we'll glue our purple ribbon on top of that. Then we'll glue our other thing. You know what I'm thinking?
What are you
What you thinking?
thinking?
Thinking. I'm wondering if I want to. No, I don't. I was wondering if I wanted to leave this open so it could be a pocket, but I don't. Where's my there? Because this is going to be a pocket. I think we're
Yeah.
going to go sideways, but I think just leaving the lace where we can see it. I wish that purple ribbon was a little bit more narrow, but it'll be okay. Or will it? Will it?
I don't think you have to have that purple ribbon.
Well, the purple ribbon is what's going to tie it.
Oh.
Yeah, the purple ribbon's what's going to tie it. Yeah, we got to have some kind of ribbon to tie
Got to
it.
do it somehow, some kind of way.
Yeah, but I'm looking. Where did it go? There it is. I think this is the wrong color blue to go under it. I think it's the wrong color blue for the journal. Okay, that is the wrong color blue. But we could, so we're going to glue this down like this. We still want something that's going to sit under that, that's going to just make it pop.
Hmm.
What doing, puppy?
Hey, hey, BB.
His
Hello,
name is Ratsy Dog.
puppy.
I said I should have named him Angel because he's trying to live up to his name, being a rascal. I'm looking on the screen. I really don't like that neither. But
My niece and her husband got a new baby for
Oh.
the holidays, and their old baby doggies. These are fur babies. Um, when she sent a picture of the new baby, I thought, "Oh, how cute!" And then she sent me a picture of Chopper, and Chopper was like, "Really? Are you serious?" and
Chopper wasn't thrilled.
Chopper was not thrilled, and he is a sweet, sweet dog. I mean, I just love him. And when I saw that picture, I thought, "Oop, he's not happy," and that there's a new baby girl in the house. He was not happy, but they didn't name the dog for like a week, and finally they decided to name her Rhoda. So they got Chopper and Rhoda. The Chopper's
Yeah.
11 years old, so I mean he's this little tiny white foo dog. He weighs probably 6 pounds.
Oh, how
I mean, he a
cute.
little buddy. When they got married this summer, Chopper was wearing a tuxedo and,
Oh, how
and was
cute.
stood there beside his people. He was so
Yeah.
cute. Meredith loves that dog. I think Philip wanted to get another dog so that when something happens to Chopper, she wouldn't be as heartbroken. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's going to work for her or not, but that's what the goal is. I think.
That's what the thought is.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
don't know what. I'm running out of things to do here. I don't know what else
Do
to do.
Well, I'm having to clean up my mats, my gel
y'all
plates.
see me pulling? So this thing, I have two of these full of lace. Plus,
Goodness
I have a
gracious, Cindy.
big bag of lace, a big
Yeah.
basket full of lace.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything in there that just catches my fancy.
My mom made porcelain dolls and made clothes for them, and she had like the bins that sit up under your bed. she had like 6 of those full of lace and ribbon.
Mm.
You want to know where they ended up?
Yeah, right, your house?
Uh-huh. I told her, I said, Mama, I said, I don't have a place to put all this stuff. I said,
Yeah.
so she said, well, it's yours. You do what you want to with it. And I sold a bunch of it, but that was before I started doing journals. And now
Yeah.
I think, wow, I wish I had some of that because a lot of it was French French lace and German
Oh,
made lace. I mean, it was some fancy stuff,
yeah.
but that's okay. I still have plenty of stuff, more than I
Yeah.
need. I need to rehome it, some stuff, so that I can use my space better.
Yeah.
I told Jared yesterday, the other day he was helping me shove things under the table. I said I gotta get rid of some of this crap. Anyway, um, and then I was looking at something right after that to buy something. I said, "What in the crap are you doing, Cindy? You just said you were getting rid of some of this crap."
Well, that's it. I think we get the mentality that we need these things, and then we can't overlook it, even when we need to. So, yeah.
So,
I,
what do you think about that little piece of blue stuff there under it?
Hold on a minute. Let's go on you, Cindy, so we can see what you're talking about. That
okay,
little
I
piece of
like
blue?
that blue. I like that blue a
Yeah, I
lot.
do too.
I like it better than the purple.
Yes, there's something that I need at Dollar General. Oh, we need coffee creamer. Yes, please. Uh, check the bread. Look, I have this. We could do a big piece too. I mean, we could do a big piece right down the middle of it. Yes, we need some chips. Yeah, do a piece. I actually just like the little piece in the corner.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Cindy.
I like that. I
You know
like that a
what?
lot.
I'm wondering if I would like this if I took it and put it on top and then put a button on it. No, I get into the star.
Julie, what you may want to do with that quilt is take it in and have it washed by a professional, or they will tell you online how to wash handmade quilts because they're very delicate. The fabric and the batting, and you don't know what batting they used either. They may use newspaper for batting.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
point.
serious. There have been old. I have gotten into some old quilts, and they've used old newspapers for batting, and so it's like you don't want to wash it. You just have to kind of let it air out.
That's
Okay.
what that's what I
Spray
do
some
with ours.
Febreze on it and go
I take
on.
them outside on a sunny day and I let them sit out there in the sun and get
Hmm.
sanitized.
Yeah, just air them out.
That's exactly how we do ours.
It's very heavy. Yeah,
Yeah, it may you might be lucky. It might be like wool.
yeah. I would just lay it out, Julie. I would just get it when it's sunny and put it up. See if you can't hang it up or put it out there to where on both sides it's stained and dirty. Oh, Julie. Yeah, I would look into what you can do with it. I know a lot of my quilts, I used batting on them, but because I was such a newbie, I would, if some of my older ones, if they fell apart, it wouldn't surprise me any. So the stained and dirty ones are really hard to clean.
Does it have
Cause
any places where it's torn that you can actually see what is inside it? I know my grandmother used cotton batting on the one I've got
yeah,
because I've had to patch it in places because
yeah,
it was my youngest daughter. It was her favorite for quite a while, and
yeah.
I had to make a sacrifice, so I've traded her. to get it back. I gave her a quilt that my dad carried with him in his truck, his 18-wheeler that he slept in.
Whoa. All the stitching is still in place and no tears either.
Oh,
That
then
is special for a 100-year-old quilt.
that is impressive.
That is,
And
yeah.
was it? Can you tell if it was hand sewn or machine sewn?
100 years ago, I think they probably was hand sewn. Wouldn't you think, Lisa?
I would think probably so, but 100 years ago they were using sewing machines.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I wasn't sure.
Because that would have been during the Industrial Revolution, if you think about it. So yeah, I would think that there were sewing machines.
How
I
interesting.
need this to go like this. And I need half of it to go here. Okay, I need my halfway point.
Yeah, Julie, if I was going to do anything with it, I would try to
Take
hand
it to the
wash it.
laundromat. Take it to the laundromat that has a side opener and do it. It looks like it's hand sewn because the stitching is slightly wavy. Could be. Yeah, don't load it with a top loader. Do it with a side loader. And like I said, you may
Yeah, because they don't have agitators.
what the side loaders don't?
No, they
The
just
front
tumble.
the front end loaders do not
Yeah.
have they don't
Yeah, they
they
don't.
do not process it the same way. It will be gentler. And
Yeah.
most laundromats here, you can get a heavy load machine. That most of them
Yeah.
will have a heavy load machine for
There was,
like bedspreads and stuff.
she was saying that that Google does not says not to wash it on a top loader machine
And that would make sense because the agitator
because of the agitator. Yeah.
would
Agitator's what
process it
tears up our
differently.
clothes more than anything. So
Hmm. Well, ladies, my husband has already decided that I have come in here to die. So
He's getting hungry is what's happening to him.
yeah,
he's
Tell
the
my
he's
son
cook.
wanting to know
Happy
what's going
New
on.
Year.
Probably is what's going
He's
on.
the
And
cook.
we've been
Mine's
here
probably
2 hours.
starting to
So
message to find out what's for dinner.
yeah. So we've been here almost 2 hours this afternoon.
I think we've done very well.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. This
That's
is
true.
why when I usually make journals, I make them where I don't I'm not online a lot so that I can just work so I can get it done.
Yeah.
We've been here 2 hours and I've just farted around. So
It's okay.
anyway, there we
Well,
go.
you have made progress though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're almost done. We're almost done. The signatures are sewed in and we're putting this in and we're
Final
almost done.
touches.
All right, ladies, I have had fun. It's so good to be back in my craft room.
Yes.
And
Let's
I am
try
going
see
to
if
get
we
rid of
can't
my
get this
stinky
done
flowers.
again. Let's see if we can't do this again next week.
I will do my best to join you.
Me
Okay.
too. No promises, but do my best.
Same here, guys. You have a lick.
Till next time, good Lord willing, and the church don't rise.
Amen to that.
Julie,
And if
you
it
can
does,
let this
I'll see
wash
y'all
it just
sooner.
good. Bye, Julie.
Bye,
Look
Julie
how pretty that
Parker.
is. Look how
Bye.
pretty
Bye,
that is
Cindy.
like
Bye,
that.
Lisa.
Bye-bye.
It's been
Oh, that's
fun.
so pretty.
See y'all next week if able.
Turned out so pretty.
Yes, it is, Cindy. Really pretty.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Let's see where we